Good. So I don't know what your training sessions are normally like, you know, training. I suppose it's a day out of the office. But this will be a little bit different. I'll try to make it reasonably entertaining as well as being informative. Does that sound like the sort of thing you want to do? Bit of energy, yeah? How are you feeling this morning? Like a stand-up. How are they doing? Right. Could I ask you all to stand up? Just get a bit of, get some, break down some barriers here. Now, has anybody here ever acted? No one performed? Steve, did you ever do zip, zap, boing?
No. Really keen on Adam's training.
Right. So what we're going to do now is something called zip, zap, boing. Now, it's actually a communication exercise that you use in the world of acting. Now, when you're an actor, you have to be able to communicate to your fellow actor. It's very, very important. And actually, if you think about it, when you're making your marketing briefs to the telemarketers, or if you're talking to authors, or whoever you talk to, isn't communication important? So, this is about how we communicate. And actually, one of the things is you have to send a communication, and you have to receive a communication. Would you agree? So what we're going to do today is zip, zap, boing. Now, what happens is there's three communications that you make. One is called a zip, one is called a zap, and one is called a boing. So what we're going to do is just do the zip. I'm going to overcomplicate things to begin with. And the zip is very simply this. Zip! And I pass the zip to... You all right, Laura? Sorry, you're looking shocked. Don't worry, it gets worse. Okay? Yeah. I thought it was marketing brief training. Yeah, it is. Eventually. So what happens is I pass the zip, the energy bolt, as it were, to Michelle, who takes it and passes it to Stuart. She goes zip. Stuart receives the energy and sends it on to the next person, Steve, and we go around. Okay? Is that it's fairly simple, yeah? We're okay with it? Anyone not like to do it? Anyone not like role plays? Does anyone here not like a role play, by the way? Just checking before we start. Not you? Who else doesn't like one? I need one more volunteer. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, are we ready? So yeah, exactly. You see. Okay, so let's just. We're not going to do this all day, by the way. It's only till we'll do it after lunch as well, because we'll do it after lunch. So you ready? We're all ready? Good. If you drop it, as it were, if you miss it, you're out. And laughs at you. So no pressure. Zip. No, stop. You see the thing is, Michelle, when you get a zip, you don't go. Okay. There's some energy here and enthusiasm. No, but actually, yeah, please don't sit round their head on me. Right? Because that won't work. I've seen it happen. So zip.
I just think it will reinforce what I've probably been doing for many years in more of a haphazard way. Get me thinking more about what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, and certainly, a bit of preparation before I bowl up to see a customer, and have a bit of a formula in my head rather than just gabbling away and losing track.
Zip. Okay, good. You can be a little bit noisy, by the way. Yeah? Just to say, this isn't whisper zip. Never played that. Thought that. It'd be noisy, a bit of fun here. Now that's zip. Now the thing is, zip goes that way. How do you think you change direction?
That.
Boing. So what happens is, zip comes through. If you zip me, a boing, and that means I change direction, and it goes the other way around now. Now, if I boing you, you've got to zip. James, you can't. Yeah. If you go, oh, you're out, and we all laugh. Because you've communicated to me. I've communicated back a boing, not just taking the zip and passed it on. Yeah. So you have to then pass it, and you have to be ready to receive as much as be able to send. So we're going to do the zip. It has to go all the way around the room before we can do anything complicated like a boing. Okay? There's two communications now, just showing how difficult communication actually is. Are you ready? Zip.
I think it's a brilliant new concept, something that hasn't been done before, and we're definitely starting to see the results. So if you're willing to kind of be open-minded and, look at something from a different angle, then this will definitely benefit you and your company.
Zip, zip, zip. Boing.
So just so Annie, excellent. Annie, just so you know, that is zip. Boing is boing. Okay? It's not just that. You've got to do the hands as well. You can't, because body language is part of communication. But excellent. Okay, good. You got it. And that can happen. That can be a lot of fun. Somebody is caught in the middle. 2 people do it, and then it's like, and the people on either side aren't expecting this. It's very good fun. You can start to put people out. Now, the third communication we do is called zap. So if zip is that, and boing is that, zap is bang, zap, zap. You can zap anyone in the room. Okay? So it means you've all got to be watching the thing all the time, because if you're not, you go to your friend, oh, isn't this fun? And you see it and you go, zap, you're out. I did this with a training session. I'm pretty good at this, because obviously I do it a lot. I did a training session last week, and my daughter, who's 17, came along. A company that is a promotions company is employing her. So she was in my training session. It's very strange to have your own child in a training session. And I'm doing zip zap boing, and I'm going through it, and all of a sudden she zaps me. Now I don't normally get zapped, funny enough. I don't know why, but because people trying to settle scores, and I completely threw me. It's on video. 3 times we did it in the whole day, and 3 times she put me out. I just couldn't deal with it. So you'll be zapped. It's quite hard to deal with a zap, and you can only zip a zap. You can't zap. If someone zaps you, you can't zap someone else. So if you get zapped, all you can do is zip.
You can't boing.
Can't boing a zap. Can't boing a zap. Good, James, thank you. And you can't zap a boing. So just as long as you know that if you get zapped or boinged, you must zip. Okay? Otherwise you're out. We're only talking 3 communications here. If you think about it, all we're talking about is 3 separate communications. Zip, zap, and boing. Now when we communicate to people, we make many more, don't we? And how difficult is it just to take on these new things, these new ideas? Is it difficult? We'll sit. Thank you. Good. Are we ready? We're going to do the full thing. It has to go all the way around. Now, if you go or get it wrong, I'm afraid you're going to have to sit down. No one wants to be first. We get to about 3 people, and they're the winners, and they get a prize. Steve, my assistant, Steve. Yeah, he'll be helping me out quite a lot during the day. Okay, are we ready? Yeah, good. Lots of energy. Yeah. Zip.
The 2 parts we've had so far, very good, very informative, instructional. It's giving myself and my staffs more confidence to be face-to-face with customers. It's giving us the right tools to approach our customers with a better view at getting the end result, net sales, turnover.
Zip.
Got a clap.
Zip.
Zip. Zip. Zip.
Boing.
Zip. Boing.
Zip.
It's given me the tools to ask the right questions, to get the responses from the customers that I require to give them the service and products that are good for them, that are going to save them time, save them money, value, quality, etc.
Zip. Zack. Zack.
Standing over here. You're out. Zap no one. You've changed your mind. Good, right. So that would be an out normally because you were.
Okay.
And you know, actually, Claire, when you went zip, boing, that would have been out as well. But just so you get the idea. Now the competition starts. But if you, I'm going to be quite, as an invigilator, I'm going to be quite strong in terms of, because you're pretty good at this. That's quite a good first round. Normally we get to people going, oh, they just sit down without even anyone saying anything to them. So what I want you to do is understand I'm going to be quite strict. Remember, wine gums await the winner. Oh yeah, and they have fine wine gums. I tested them for you. The other packet was the test packet 3 days ago. Ready? Yeah? Zip!
Zip.
Tools. And what do you think you're getting from the course?
Confidence, the ability to deal with different situations.
Zip. Zip.
Okay, we have our first victim. Claire, please continue.
Zip, zip, zip. Boing. Zip, 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 zip. Zap, zap. Oh no.
Okay, thank you, Laura. Vicky.
Zip.
The instruction that we get is very clear, very concise. We have to actually think for ourselves to get the answers. We're not just spoken to, we're not just directed. So it's down to us to get to the right answers, and Adam is very good at making sure that as a group and as individuals that we get to those answers ourselves rather than just have the answers spoken to ourselves.
Zip.
Zip.
Boing.
Oh. Oh.
Could have got away with it. You hadn't got It's all right. Stuart, please continue.
Well, I'd be a lot more confident and professional in my work.
Okay.
And gain experience even more. Grasp it.
Grasp
Grasp it.
it. Excellent.
Sorry, Vicky. Hesitation. You're out. Otherwise, it'll be his own day. We can't, you know, it's not actually a massive prize. I just want to say it's only one gum. Yeah? And just to clarify something, you're all going to get wine gums anyway, so as prizes. Right. Go.
It was fun. Really enjoyed it. It was very engaging.
This is a modern day future-proof way of selling that I think can be done in any sector.
Zip.
Right, stop. James.
I don't know, zip back a
You
boy.
sit back. Just, I nearly didn't notice it. You did it very confidently, yeah. That's all right. I'm a very good way of playing. Well played. Okay. Now, one of you, I'm afraid, is not going to get it done. Pressure's on. This is it. Go.
Last 2 days.
It's been enjoyable. It's been stimulating, and I think that it's really given a lot of things to think about, and how I will approach not only customers but staff as well.
Zap.
And that's the end of the game. You can't zap across your zap.
You never said we had to not zap the person next to us.
She's argued the case. What's she saying? She's argued the case. You're right, I didn't. You can't.
Okay.
But then, can I just say, is ignorance of the law an excuse in law? I think you made a precedent. Continue. Hang on a second. I feel that she doesn't want the wine gum. They're good.
Okay, I'm in.
Just, yeah, you know. Okay, let's go.
So if this is someone that's looking to think about perhaps working with Adam, I suggest you do so because he will give you results. You'll get results.
Zip. Oh, zip. Oh,
Yeah. Okay, good. You will get wine gum. Yay. Do you like wine gum now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.